Connie Valentine, and today we're going to talk about anxiety. Anxiety has a message for you, and guess what? You've been tricked. So, anxiety. Millions of people are suffering from anxiety around the world. In fact, tens of millions or hundreds of millions of people is what I've been reading lately. And it just seems to be growing. More and more people. I'm hearing friends and associates and work colleagues that have been experiencing anxiety and they're taking medication for it. And it's becoming a real problem. It's disrupting people's lives. And it's a fear-based emotion, or it's coming from fear. It's a message. It's got a message for you. So, what is this message? Where is it coming from? We are living in the robot world, automation. We are like robots on autopilot. They have been programmed and indoctrinated by society, by the media, by school, by our bosses. Programmed and indoctrinated by society and by our culture even. And as a result of this, our mind is programmed to override our heart and our soul a lot of the times through logic and through reason. And this is what the mind does, it's its job. And as a result of that, our inner will or our inner soul guidance or divine guidance, you could say, or that guidance from the heart even, if you want to put it that way, is suppressed. And often the mind will kind of talk the heart out of it and say, no, with logical reasons as to why you can't fulfill or follow your passions or the things you love doing, which come from the heart. The heart is concerned about feelings, and it is very connected to your passions and to your purpose in your life. And what happens with anxiety is it warns you. It's like a message system that tells you, detour, we're going off track. We are going and moving away from our life purpose. And this is certainly what I found for my own self and my own experience with anxiety is every time I veered off my course, off my inner purpose, which I knew and had access to through my own personal soul searching and exercises such as meditation and just questioning my own self and what made me happy. Your heart knows, your soul knows, your inner self knows what you are meant to be doing, what you came here to do. And this is all about trusting your intuition, trusting your inner self. And you can do that with meditation and also just personal inquiry. So this is the message of anxiety. It asks you to pause. In fact, actually, one of the recovery techniques for anxiety that I learned through being a counselor and through going through anxiety and healing my own self of anxiety on several occasions, because I kept going back into the matrix and I kept going back for more problems, jumping back on that train, stressing myself out, trying to keep up with society's definition of success. Chasing money, chasing investment, chasing a job, trying to climb the ladder, trying to get, more and more qualifications. And I was just going around like a hamster wheel, like a hamster on the hamster wheel, or what they call the rat race. The rats are all running to go somewhere. Where are we all going? To the land of stress, anxiety, and depression. If we don't pause, take a step back and question what we are doing every day. And that was what I was doing. I was running around, rushing to get to the train, rushing to get there on time, and being crammed in with a whole bunch of other people and absorbing all that energy of stress in the city, on the train, everywhere you go. And I had to learn how to, reduce that and not to absorb that energy. And that's another skill. And I will be covering that in another video. And I'll share some of that with you now. It's all about protecting yourself energetically and being centered in your own self. So that's part of it. It asks you to pause. And that's what happens with anxiety. Eventually it gets your body, you have a biochemical reaction to your mind, to the stresses in your mind. Your inner self is telling you, hey, I'm on the wrong path here. We're going wrong way. Wrong way, turn back, wrong way, turn back. A bit like the GPS. And this is what I was doing myself. And oftentimes we're walking around like this enough. We're spinning around, not even knowing where we're going. We're running here, running there. And in the end, we come home and we're frazzled, we're stressed, and we have to wake up and do it all over again. And we're just chasing and chasing without stepping back and listening to our inner self. And when you calm down, when you pause, this is why meditation is so helpful for anxiety. This is why walks in nature is so helpful. This is why people go on these retreats because you have, it's like you're forcing yourself to take time out from this crazy, frenzied, stress life of chasing success, money, and everything else that we're chasing. So this is the key message of anxiety, is just to pause. Listen to your inner self. Just take a step back and breathe. That's what they teach in anxiety recovery programs, is to pause and to breathe. And we try to do that with medications, but medications won't teach you the skills to manage your anxiety and to reduce it and completely get rid of it if you can get to that state, which is possible. It's all about following your inner guidance. That's a big part of it, listening to yourself. Your body is sending you a message. It's saying, hey, and this is why we have those panic attacks, because your body's going on fast. It's going, the cortisol levels are rising, your stress chemicals are rising. This is a fight or flight response. Your body is in survival state, and this is from a scientific, biochemical point of view. Your body thinks it's in danger. So what is that telling you? Your body thinks you're in danger. It means from deep within you, a part of you thinks you are in danger, which means I'm on the wrong path. I'm on the wrong road here. If your body is telling you that you are in danger, we need to stop. We need to listen. We need to rechange our lives. And oftentimes this means big changes for some people. Not always. It doesn't always have to be big change. You could just do some small things. Maybe you need to have more life balance. Maybe you need to take some time out from work, reduce those hours, get out in nature, interact with family and friends. Start doing the things that you love and make you happy. That is what your heart and soul is longing for. Listen to your body. Tune out everything. Block your ears, cover your eyes, close in and focus on your inner self to hear those messages. You will know what your passions are. You will know what makes you happy. And have some fun with it too. It doesn't have to be serious. This is why children are so happy. And in fact now, even children are starting to experience, increasing levels of anxiety. It's because we are placing our demands and our expectations on children. I'm hearing parents taking their children to leadership camps, 3 and 4 and 5-year-olds. They're children. We're placing our own pressures, and they mean well. We all mean well for our children, but we need to be careful in that we are not placing adult demands and adult wishes on children. They have their own souls and their own inner wisdom, and we need to learn to respect our own inner wisdom before we can teach our children to honor and respect their own inner wisdom. But this is about your anxiety. So what is the message here for anxiety? Is number 1, trust yourself, trust your intuition, pay attention to the programming that you've had. We are constantly being programmed by society. What is your definition of success? What is important to you? Is it really important to you, or is it what society has told you is important to you? Or has society told you need to live that kind of a life? Maybe there's another way to get what you want. Maybe that's not even what you want. Maybe your body is telling you that you want something else. Get support from friends and family or elsewhere, if that's difficult for you. But surround yourself with people that will uplift, and people that will support and understand, not push and push and push, because this is what happens in anxiety. The more you push, the more you push, the more you push, you end up having a panic attack because you're trying to force your body. And this is what I ended up experiencing, and what a lot of my friends and family and people that I know that have experienced anxiety, just like those sirens out there, it's a warning symbol. It's a warning signal. I'm hearing sirens outside, which is just perfect timing from ambulance and fire brigade. It's panic time. That's what your body does. Just like the ambulance and the fire brigade. It sends a warning signal, sirens. We just don't have sirens on the top of our heads, but these panic attacks are the warning signals. Wee-oo, 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 just like the police car. It's saying, hey, emergency situation here. We need to calm down. We need to attend to the emergency. So attend to your panic. Attend to your anxiety. Step back. Just stop. Step back. And relax, and just take a deep breath, just like that, and focus on your inner self, and listen for that message. It's not something that we need to suppress. Just take a step back, and the more you do that, maybe you need to change something, the more you'll start to experience your anxiety reducing. And exercise your body as well, like change things up a bit, move your body in a different way. That also changes the biochemistry in your body. Exercise is really helpful for anxiety, as well as meditation. For some people, meditation might drive those thoughts into more of a frenzy. So sometimes it's good to do a walking meditation in nature, or burn up, do a meditation like an exercise type of meditation, because you'll burn up all those cortisol and stress chemicals. So I think I've covered it all today with anxiety. Is really, it's important to hear what your body is telling you, what your heart is telling you. It's not just about your body, it's not just about your mind. There's the soul and there's the heart as well. And I think this is what's missing in a lot of the anxiety programs, is that we are not listening to our soul purpose. We're not listening to our own inner guidance, our own wisdom. We're always looking for external guidance. There's always the external expert to tell us what to do. But actually you have a divine connection to your own higher self and to your own inner self. Listen, ask your own inner self for guidance. It knows the answers. So that's it for today. Remember, look after yourself, be happy, be healthy, and live your passion. Bye for now.